Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone the most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while...
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the
You bet we did. This place is incredible. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may... However, this raises difficult questions regarding technology.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are
Well remembered. Yes, that's exact. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and... That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is...
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it... Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to...
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate?
Yeah. Oh, if only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh.
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be...
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's the person you were
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumer. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumer...
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect Ermin's soul is the source of Tevat's ley lines after all. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of...
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this...
And why should it concern me that...
Judging by your tone,
Sounds like you don't know much about my past.
all I know is that the Ibis King is... As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nod Cry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need.
I understand. Human emotion. Still, if time has taught me anything, but that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately, so I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions...
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't...
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me, but I don't think that your guidance can change my mind.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those...
In that case...
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel.
A long, long time ago, when the monotonous work, lukewarm relationship, human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from both love and hate are intense.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever... Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that as much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish.
How much will you need? I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps...
Just cover my travel expense.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in...
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your...
That was far more detailed than necessary. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if...
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put... However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me?
Ventriloquism.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking. You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon. And
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient...
An angel? Sounds like a big deal.
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the traveler and...
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get to... Just relax and be yourselves.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay.
Yes, you may. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City? I can guide you to the truth. But it involves a personal secret of yours. we were going to speak a
What's wrong with it? Even the...
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed.
Thanks for being so considerate, Mr.
Closest friends. It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help. There were a lot of other kids. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. Anyway.
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata.
What?
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilu?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that you, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even after the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense,
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
I guess you of all people have a good reason to speak on that.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally...
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crap.
Thanks for helping to
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, I know. So about that dream I had,
yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains the mother of dreams, lord of flowers and oases.
But I still don't understand.
Yes, why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was, of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient?
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into...
We all hope it'll work. But
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening.